of those who are among the companions of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Truth is, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, the person that is not going to enter Jannah, he said, La yadkhulul Jannah, whosoever breaks the family ties. What I mean by family ties, whosoever breaks or cause situation in the family bondage, the family uniting, will never be granted Jannah. Whosoever tries the possible best, they know this is the circle of their family, but they don't encourage it. They don't gather themselves together and then speak the truth to themselves. They don't correct the ways their brother and sisters are doing, but only what they have to say about them is they should bring the bad and the bad words on them. Only what they have to look at them is what they say that is haram. Only what they have to look at them is the things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed to them and which therefore they can't change it out of themselves. Allah says, try as much as possible not to affect the family bondage, not to affect the family child, because whosoever affects it will never be granted Jannah. How do you want to see your brothers and your sisters in Jannah, and because of you causing problem, situation, family issues in your family, Allah denied you from entering Jannah? He is your brother, he is your sister, he is doing something wrong, and as a father and as a mother, you need to understand that if something is going wrong in the family, and you know this is the person causing it, call the person, speak to the person, not coming and insulting the person, trying to make the family having conflict in themselves. Not every houses have the man has one wife, he has 2 or 3 or so more. So in terms of that, one, the first wife cannot like the second wife, and the thing, he should be insulting the second wife children. And as you as the husband, you know this situation is going on in the family and you never correct it. You know this type of situation is going on in the family and you never tries to help them or sort it out. As a father, you need to understand your family, you need to know what is going through in your children and correct them, because one day surely you will be questioned for what type of manner have you led your children to understand in Islam. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, whoever does it is denied from entering Jannah. Subhanallah, you are denied from entering Jannah because you don't have the family to make, you don't let the family have peace. You always commit crime, you always affect the family bondage. Try as much as possible to make your family be together, be united. At least because of you, your family is united, is together, it is a reward for you. You correct things that you know are not good. Allah says, وَالْآخِرِ, Allah swears by the time, إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ, mankind is certainly lost. إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Listen to what Allah says. Allah says, except those who exercise patience and those who tell themselves about Allah, those who remind themselves about Allah. As a brother and as a sister, how many times do you enlighten your brother who you know has little knowledge of Islam? How many times do you tell them about Allah? How many times do you correct them in where they are going wrong? How many times do you see them doing something haram, but you didn't tell them they should stop? But what do you say about them? You speak bad about them. You speak something stupid, silly thing to say about them. And you want Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant you Jannah out of that. You have to say what is good, say polite words, correct them in a manner. You know you want to correct someone, but the way you are correcting the person, wallahi, the person is not pleased with it. You are saying what is good, it is a true fact, but the way you are telling them, wallahi, is so horrible, they don't want to even understand, they don't want to know the meaning, just because of the way you have told them they should correct their ways and they are not pleased with it. Don't do that as a Muslim brother and as a Muslim sister. Your dad and your mom are doing or having issues in them. Don't come and go outside and begin to explain, narrate every single story that is happening in your house, and you go out to tell your friend. And then what type of message do you want them to tell you back? Because of those your friends, possible they might not be good ones. They might not be the one who will encourage you to tell your dad to do something good. They will be the one to tell you, look at your dad, he just have Moses to be beating your mom. There are people telling their brothers that, there are people, friend telling their friend also that look at your dad, he's beating your mom. And the next thing is, look at, I begin to insult my dad, or I begin to insult my mom. And you are proud in that way because your dad is not doing something good. Correct it from your own self. A man was trying, I was saying the story, a man was trying to change the whole world. The whole world. He said he's going to change the whole world. Few months later, he realized he can't change the world. He says he will change his country. He realized few months later he can't change his country. He says, do you know what? He will change his family, just his family. He tried to change his family. What happens? Few months later, his own family, he couldn't change it. Do you know why? Because the man didn't change himself first. The man never tried to discipline himself first. Just assuming you are not disciplining someone and you want to discipline someone else. SubhanAllah. Try to correct those ways because Prophet Muhammad has told us not to do it in a certain way. May Allah make it easy for us all, forgive our shortcomings, grant us jannah firdaus, and make us of those who are the best of the Muslims. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وارحمنا إن لدنا رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار تعافنا مسلما وألهمنا بصالحين فعلم ما يريد تقبل منا يا رب سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.